So I saw the movie The Shape of Water yesterday, and it's getting these high reviews, rave reviews, and it was definitely unique, interesting, and I'm going to be talking about some things in it. So if you haven't seen it and you don't want to you don't want to know, you better come back to this later after you've seen it. This is a movie review for Christians specifically, and it's about this creature. They find this creature down in the Amazon, I think it was, somewhere in South America. It's like half, kind of like a male mermaid, with like fins. He has to be in salt water most of the time, and they bring him back to this governmental, laboratory, and keep him chained up in this big water tank indoors. And there's this lady who cleans the laboratory along with there's two ladies. The main character, she's not deaf, but she's mute. She can hear, but she can't talk. So she uses sign language to talk to others who understand it. And she lives with a guy. They're not married, and they're not lovers. It just looks like a platonic relationship of some sort. I guess he's gay. It came out later in the movie that he's gay, but he doesn't have a gay partner, I guess. So, and he's an artist. So for Christians already, they're trying to. It has a liberal, liberal flair to it. They want you to feel sympathy for this gay guy, like he's a sympathetic guy, not bad. And I'm not saying we should be bashing gays. I'm not saying that at all. God forbid. I'm just saying, what they're trying to do is trying to make you feel as a conservative Christian. I am conservative Christian, no doubt. I don't hide that. And I believe, the gay lifestyle is contrary to the Bible for Christians. If you're not a Christian, really, you can do whatever you want. Basically, it doesn't matter. So, but for Christians, yes. And anyways, part of the liberal agenda is to kind of make square white conservatives, so-called squares, feel like jerks or look like jerks for being against gay marriage and things like that. And in this case, they have this creature, like a swamp creature, and this mute lady starts to feel sympathy towards it, and then feels empathy, and then feels a little bit of affection. And the plan of the lab supervisor, this governmental agent, is to kill it because they don't want it to get in the hands of the Russians. Or maybe it's reversed. Maybe there's a Russian spy who works at the lab who tries to make himself seem like American, and he's given orders by his Russian superiors also to kill it so that Americans can't learn anything from it. So, one way or another, the plan is for it to be killed, and this cleaning lady finds out about it, and she hatches a plan to kidnap the swamp creature and take it back to her apartment. And she enlists her living partner, the gay guy, to help her. And it's comical at points. And the white guy who's supervising the lab is shown out to be kind of a jerk, along with his military partner, who think this guy, this swamp creature, is strange and and weird and needs to be, gotten rid of. And the Russian double agent wants to keep the creature for at least help to not kill it. He'd like to keep it for scientific study, or at least have it released. So he finds out what the cleaning lady's doing, and he decides to help her. So they're working together, and then the other cleaning lady also gets pulled into it, and so you have the three plus the gay guy. We got four working to try to help the thing escape, and they manage to get it out, and everybody's looking for it. It's because it's top secret. Hey, there's the blimp, the new blimp, and little by little, this cleaning lady, the mute cleaning lady, starts to kind of have a relationship with this swamp creature, who, the Brazilians are down in the Amazon, they thought was a god, but of course, the American government scoffs at that. Again, making them look like they're just skeptics about everything, even though they believe in Jesus Christ. And liberals sometimes don't. To scoff at this swamp creature being a god is really intolerant. It turns out this swamp creature is shown to have some healing powers and restorative. He touches the bald guy's, the gay guy's head, who's bald, and his hair starts growing back. And he touches the wounded guy's arm, and his arm heals. So he has some kind of healing supernatural powers. And for Christians, of course, we believe he can have some of the same power that Jesus had to heal, but it's through Christ. We don't believe in other creatures having that kind of power. Liberals really love to think about possibility of aliens and UFOs and all that. Even some not liberals like to be fanciful conjecture on that. I just say that it's a waste of time. I really don't believe that there's UFOs or ETs or life on other planets. And we have our government now spending money to billions actually to investigate the possibility, and I just don't think it's possible. I'm pretty positive based on the Bible. And anyways, the mute lady actually has a sexual relationship with this creature. Once again, it seems cute, even kind of innocent, but as Christians, we don't agree with that kind of that. That's part of the liberal agenda. Is first of all, they worked on gay marriage and trying to make that the new normal. And so the next thing, people warn is that they're going to make sex with other types of rather than just marriage between the opposite sex, they're going to make sex with anything else. Same sex, and now maybe sex with animals, or sex with a swamp creature. They're going to make it seem, like, oh, come on, who are you to say we can't do that? It'd be like if this lady was going to have sex with a horse or something. You'd say, oh, come on, that's terrible. That's despicable, and it's contrary to God's plan as well. Well, this is similar to that, and so even though in the movie, for a movie purpose, we can kind of laugh and think, oh, funny, haha. But just beware of the agenda that there might be an agenda going on there that you got to be aware of, and you know talk about to others so that it doesn't become a normal thing. It doesn't become the new normal. And so those are things to think about and pray about as you watch the movie. I mean, it's entertaining in terms of just the plot and things like that. It's because it's unique. It's set in the 1950s. I think it was in Missouri, and so you have the 50s thing going on there too. You know, and of course, liberals really hate conservative 1950s, conservative Christian 1950s. So, and if you've seen Suburbicon, which I don't recommend, you really will see that at work in that. Is Clooney's disgust for 1950s conservative Christianity. And so I'll leave it at that. If you just want to go for a few laughs and kind of a unique plot and film, yeah, it's okay, but just beware of the liberal agenda. Merry Christmas.